We all live in a hectic, saturated world with busy schedules. With that, it brings a lot of stress.
It does. A lot of stress, especially this time of year, right? Yeah. Give yourself a break and refresh your mind, recharge your body, and simply relax by floating.
I can feel it right now.
I can too.
So how can floating help you? Welcome Jordan Concanon, Aaron Laney, and Brooke Schrock of Blue Ocean Floats. They're all three here. Good to see three.
You brought some
Blue Ocean
shirts
shirts on.
Yeah. Yep. I love these shirts. They're so cool.
Thank you.
So remind our viewers, what is floating?
Floating, you basically float in an Epsom salt solution, basically like you're floating in the Dead Sea. It's a very therapeutic, nice and warm environment. We have massive float pods that looks like spaceships in our rooms. You shower before and after. You go in with a lot of stress. You come out, no stress, no pain, just like you can take on the world.
Now, how does that work? How is it alleviating that stress?
You're floating in this Epsom salt, which is magnesium. That magnesium is just soaked into your body, good for the joints, good for the brain. You're getting away from gravity for a while, which is super stressful in our bodies, and you're just getting away from the hectic, crazy world, from crazy drivers, family members, phone calls, emails, everything.
Well, we all have those crazy family members, right? I don't even have in-laws yet, and I have some crazy
coworkers.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
Who's it good for? I mean, anybody that maybe have a little stress in their life, or maybe if they don't, they just want the relaxed feeling.
Yeah, anyone. I mean, we've got a student here, we've got a entrepreneur, a business person. I'm just a normal person.
So the two of you are floaters.
Yeah,
you're floaters.
Yeah. So let's hear your experience and what do you like most about floating at Blue Oceans?
Well, go ahead. Me? All right. I love that it's really therapeutic. It does help with like lower back problems. It takes a lot of stress out of the day, and at the same time, it boosts creativity, which is really nice.
Right, and we'll get to that in a moment, that creative aspect, but how about you?
Yeah. I'm just your typical busy mom, and I love to get into the tank just to kind of detox and just close out the outside world and just kind of have that me time. It's also great for your body too. I do work out a lot, so basically it's good for detox and sore muscles and stuff like that.
Sore muscles.
Yeah.
But you're looking for peace is what you're looking for.
Yeah,
as a busy mom, I just want 30 minutes or an hour away from the kids and the family. Yeah. There's something called the Floating Artist Program. Jordan, what is that?
I'll pass that on to Erin, actually. She's our lead artist for the program.
Okay.
All right, so the Floating Artist Program, basically we're going to be taking applicants, and they're going to come in and do a couple floats, and based on their float experience, they're going to be creating some art that we would like to put into a booklet and maybe have an art gallery for.
That's a neat idea.
We're collaborating with a few other float centers in Omaha, so hopefully we can take 50, maybe 100 artists, I mean, all sorts of mediums, and I mean, there's no real age limit. We float people 12 and older, but what we want to do is promote artists. We want to help the community. We want to get artwork out to Omaha, beautify Omaha, just show what is possible with floating.
Have you seen the creative aspects? I mean, people find that they're a little bit more, dare I say, more creative when they're coming out of a float. I mean, you're just letting loose all the ideas maybe that are flowing into your brain during this.
Yes, it alleviates a lot of the stress, and it actually does open up, you know, those creative channels that allow you to make more art. So.
Has that started? Has the program started yet, or when does it begin?
Not yet. When are we?
We're going to start taking applications January 1st, but you can of course submit your application prior to that.
Okay, and how do we apply?
We'll have our application available on the website. We'll have it so you can print off, and then you fill that out. There's a little kind of essay. We want to hear a bit more about you. I think they submit some pieces of their artwork. We just want to see what they do, and you can send that to us via mail, email. You can drop it off at the shop, and then we'll kind of sort through everyone, distribute them through the other float centers, and just get them floating 3 times and really see what can come out of it.
Now, what else is floating good for besides stress and creativity? I mean, you have athletes that come in, correct?
We do. I mean, Brooke, you're always working with Centersphere and a lot of other business professionals, and if you want to give your example of that one time when you came in and floated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I mean, of course you can float for relaxation, which is great, just to kind of get out from the real world. But there was one time that I personally floated, and I was looking for relaxation, but my body had a different idea in mind. I had some not problems, but some things I was trying to sort out.
Yeah.
And being that I was able to eliminate all external thoughts and sources and everything else, I was actually able to kind of process through some things, maybe do some problem solving, and it was just a quiet space for me to do that and kind of organize my thoughts. Oh, so really what I found is it's kind of what your body needs is really what you get out of it.
I need that.
And this
I'm
is
so
what the
in my head, and like, you know, it'd just be nice to just relax.
This is what the float looks like. These pictures are kind of sideways, aren't they? So
That's right.
viewers at home, tilt your head to the left.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting for you today.
It happens.
And then you can see that. But you have something called the Month of Mahalo series. What is that all about?
Every month we want to dedicate to a different group, a different industry, just to show our appreciation, maybe to those areas where they may not get it.
Which is so cool, by the way, that you do that.
Yeah, and it's just trying to give back to the community. So this month, was it October still? We have hairstylists. Next month is Food Industry Appreciation Month. So all of you chefs, line cooks, bartenders, waiters, waitresses, dishwashers, you know, please come in and float. My boyfriend is a chef, and I know how stressful that environment is. And he floats, and afterwards, it's like he's on cloud 9. He has no stress or pain. It's amazing.
And that's the entire month of November.
Yeah.
And then floating for athletes. Let's talk about this.
Next month, November, we have another float class. Dr. Jess Bethel of Natural Health Center PC is coming in to talk to us about floating for athletes. I mean, it's for anyone, but based on what floating can do for healing and recovery, especially after those workouts like Brooke was talking about. Athletes, they also need to focus mentally. So we're trying to get athletes maybe from UNO to come in and float before and after their matches, their games, and see how good they feel.
Football players.
Yeah.
They need to float.
You can find Blue Ocean Floats at 74th and Pacific, right there on the north side, kind of in that complex where Lighthouse Pizza is, Pepper Jack's right in the corner there. BlueOceanFloats.com is the website that you can go to. Thanks for coming in. We're going to take you up on that offer. We still are.
I would really like to.
Come in and see you
I'm
guys.
looking for you too.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to email you today because I would really like to try it. I have, a lot of built up tension.
Well,
Especially the holiday
Get it out.
season.
she sits this far from me every day, so there's
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
please
stress and
help me.
tension there.
Help me.
Guys, thanks a lot for coming. Good to see you.